Our team has had an unbelievable week. This has been a great bowl. Russell Athletic they put together a tremendous time for our players. We've spent time at Disney World and Universal, Magic Kingdom, and we've had just a great week. And it's been really good. As a coaching staff, practice facilities and everything that we've needed, it's been really, really good. So our players have had a great time. Our fans have had a great time. Our families have had a great time, which is really the most important thing for us. And now we're excited about playing a football game.
How's the business trip aspect of this gone, especially since you got down here?
It's been really good. Our players have treated, they've had, we talked about this before we got here. We're here to win a football game and try to get number 12 for us, but also to have a good time. I mean, this is their reward. And so they know when it was time for meetings and practice that it was time to go. And our Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday practices have been just like they have throughout the entire season. And so we've got a very mature group that has done a great job of preparing each and every week, and they've done the same thing this week.
Coach out. Hello?
It's on. Should we get it?
Is it on?
Oh, wait. Sorry, can you see it on?
I'll be able to hear you.
Okay. All right, Coach. Baylor has several offensive players injured. What do you see from their offense, with the changes they've had to make?
Well, one, I was talking with Art last night on what an unbelievable job they've done with the injuries. I mean, to be able to do that, to have 3 quarterbacks go down and still have the kind of year that they've had has been tremendous. And so there's no doubt in my mind they're going to put 11 guys out there that can play football. And they've done a great job of recruiting. They've got a team that's it looks like they've just been next man up, and they hadn't blinked. And so he'll do a great job, I know, and they'll have a great plan against us.
Baylor, given that you started your coaching career there, I'm wondering if you've heard or how many people you've heard from with Baylor connections, Coach Taft, or anyone like that during the past week?
Yeah, it's been a lot. I mean, ever since the announcement that we were playing Baylor, because I've got so many friends that are still there that I've stayed in contact with over the years. So it's kind of been neat catching up with a lot of them. A lot of them will be at the game, and I look forward to seeing them. So my 2 oldest children were born in Waco while we were there, and was actually there 6 years, which was the longest I've been in any place. So we have a lot of great friends there, so it's been fun.
Coach, you mentioned a little bit about the injuries Baylor has gone through, but with a quarterback who has just a little over 30 snaps on film to be able to watch, how have you been able to prepare for Chris Johnson?
Well, it's been tough. I mean, because the first game he played in against TCU, they were playing in a monsoon, and you don't know what anybody could do in that game. I mean, it was extremely tough. And then he comes in, he's not in the Texas game very long. And so, but I can tell you, he's a kid that can run. I mean, so he adds that dimension to their team, but he can also throw it. He's not going to be back there if he can't throw it, so he can throw it. They're going to spread you out. They're going to do what they do. They're not going to change. Baylor's not going to change in the last game of the year because of an injury. They're going to do what they do, and this kid will be able to do it, I assure you.
Between y'all and how different are y'all the versions of the spread that you guys run?
Yeah, so there's so many different versions of the spread. Everybody used the term, but essentially you're spreading the field and creating seams in the defense is what you're doing. And they're up tempo as well as we are, and we may be a little more multi-tempo than they are. But essentially, you want to spread people out and you want to run the football. And they're averaging 300 yards a game rushing, so they do a great job of it. They're really big and physical up front. And so we're similar in that aspect that we would like to be able to run the football too. We believe it starts there, and but you have to be able to do both. If people can stack it up in the box and stop the run, you better be able to throw it. And so we've always prided ourselves, as I'm sure Art does also, is that you can do both.